Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for staying with us. The network has been disturbing us. So sorry. We're starting all over again, and our guest is here. Thank God she's with us. Her name is Stephanie from Saffron Brand, where she make leather goods. Hello, everyone. So where she makes leather goods. Goods. What's going on? So I'm here with Stephanie. Sorry. Saffron brand. She makes leather goods. She makes bags, footwears, wallets, belts. So I'll bring her back on live with us, and she's going to introduce herself to us. So thank you for staying with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Stephanie.
Everyone.
Hi.
Once again,
Hi.
you joining.
Once again,
All about
thank you for
ladies.
joining us.
It's
Amen. Amen. Yeah. Yeah. So, Stephanie, tell us about yourself.
all right. My name is Stephanie Adebola Adeoye. I'm the creative
Okay.
director for Shoes and Bag. I
Okay.
study business and communication studies. I would say that my teenage year, I was basically grooming myself to be a TV presenter alongside a radio presenter. I mean, those are my holiday jobs, really. And I found
Mm.
myself making bags, knacking shoes. So really, so that's basically it was just an involvement for me. I mean, having to find a purpose in this, and basically that's all about myself: making shoes,
Okay.
making bags, making belts, wallet, leather products.
Okay. Okay. So, tell us how you started the craft.
I said a bit of that in my introduction. It was a thing of opportunity. Really, I would say it is an opportunity, and
Okay.
I one when I saw it. So it was in my final year. I was wrapping up my final exams, and my
Okay.
sister told me that she, somehow just learned bag making with a friend of ours. All these Ankara bags and all. You know how it was raining back in the
Yes.
days. Just all those
Yes.
Ankara bags, nice because I love fashion. So I felt very interested. I was like, okay, when I get back home, you know what, we're going to sort this out. So when I got back, I was how you go. I mean, I'm always curious on how did they make these bags, these shoes. So she just, I mean, put me through the basic. Even she herself was not so passionate as I was. So
Mm.
she just basic and all. And I thank God for the gift of always learning very fast. So I was able to,
Okay.
unravel something. I can say boldly that I'm a self-taught bag maker and shoemaker. So basically, the first 3-4 years of my craft has been
Yes.
by myself and all. And I just had to go for upgrade classes to get like a formal education on the crafts.
Oh, interesting. That's really interesting. So why leathercraft? Like, why bag making? Why leathercraft?
Another
Why did
thing
you
I
choose
knew
leathercraft?
that question I still talked about it today. Another thing I would have actually found myself in, if not leather crafts, aside my
Mm.
first dream, which was presenting and all of that, would be
Okay.
tailoring and fashion designing. Well, because really, when you know me, I am very crafty. I love to work with my hands and all. But then I
Mm.
realized as a business person, I found out that it was so saturated. I mean, out of 10 persons, let me use the females as example. Out of 10 females, you would actually find out that 6 of them are making clothes. They are designing clothes. I just didn't want to be part of the crowd. So as at then when I started
Okay.
off, it was still a bit edgy. So I just felt okay, this was very nice to
Okay.
go into. But then it was leather craft because I saw it as an opportunity.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Interesting. So you remember we met the other 2019 at Lagos Leather Fair, that we
Yes.
sat together and we had to introduce ourselves and started talking.
Eh,
So since then, I've
like that,
been like we've been following each other on Instagram, like
I
liking each
know,
other's
right?
posts and everything. Yeah, that's really interesting. And since then, I've
Yeah.
noticed that you have really grown in the craft too as well. You have your designs and You are really, really pushing in the craft. I must recommend you on that. Like, kudos, you're doing well.
Yeah.
So yeah. So please, what a design inspiration? Like, what inspires your designs, your bag, your beautiful bags?
Um, um, myself, my personality is the major thing that inspires my design. While I was talking about how I started, you hear me say that I didn't want to go into fashion designing because
Okay.
I felt that majority in the craft. I'm not
Okay.
craft, please. I hail fashion designers. I see people growing it and all of that. But I always love I love to stand out. So when you see my designs also, I mean 80% of my designs are not regular. I mean, these are designs that actually go through the steady part and the finished part. So it's always about something different, something different from what's outside there. I really want my client to carry a bag and in the room she's standing out with a bag. So it was that uniqueness that inspires me. Then another thing that started inspiring me at the year 2020 was shapes. They're getting inspired with shapes,
Sorry. Hello. Sorry,
and
you are breaking
I
up.
was
I
able
didn't.
to find that out when I went for
You're breaking up. Like it's
okay.
breaking.
Where what class
Yes.
did you hear,
Yes.
please?
Your inspiration. I didn't
Okay,
even
is
get
it
that part you were talking about. Just go with your inspiration.
okay?
And it was
All right.
cracking as we were talking.
Okay, can you hear me well now?
Yes, it's clear. It's clear.
All right. Okay.
You can go
So,
on, go on.
like I said, I just love. Okay, like I said earlier, I just love anything unique, anything that is not regular. Like
Okay.
I said about myself and how I started, I mean, I saw fashion designing. I didn't want to go into it. I'm not downplaying craft because I actually am a designer. But I just felt I wanted
Okay.
something unique. So when I create my, I really want my clients, I really want my end users to carry I mean, it's special because I mean, in the room, they are the ones carrying something special. I mean, you have to turn heads. So the
Yeah.
uniqueness was there. And sometimes in 20, I would say that my involvement in 2020, when I went for an upgrade class, so I was able to understand
Okay.
design
Okay.
and I started getting inspired with shapes.
Okay.
So shapes is part of what inspires me. I just don't want the
Yeah.
regular cuboid bags what everybody makes now. So I want to
Yes.
explore that. So really, I would say shapes is one of the major things that inspires me.
Yeah. Actually, shape is all about the design is all about shapes. Actually, that's what design is about: shapes and colors and your inspiration. And
That
I'm glad. I said, did you hear me? Did you get me? What I said?
you can go on, you can go on. The network
Okay.
is
Okay.
not
Okay. Okay.
so
Okay. So I said that yes, the shape is really part of design. And I like that line you said, like you're making the bags that is not regular for everyone to that everyone is making now. Like you're going into the designing aspect of the craft. That's really, really good and interesting. That's what we should all be looking forward to and do work towards to designing our own, making our own designs instead of just doing what someone already did before. Hello?
yeah,
Are
I
you
can hear
there?
you.
Okay, so yeah. So what are the challenges in this craft since you
Yes, I'm here.
started? Okay. What are your challenges you faced in the craft since you started this craft?
Well, challenges like every other person wants. I would say it was a very big challenge. I
Okay.
mean, my dad or my mom is not one billionaire, you get one billionaire. So, and I can tell
Mm-hmm.
you that funds is still because what I realized is, in fact, to start up a business is easier, but to sustain is not as easy as starting. That is, to scale up
True.
is is much more stressful than even starting up. So funds was
Yeah.
a challenge I had.
Okay.
Getting sourcing for funds to business was one challenge I had. Another
Okay.
challenge I had was currently manpower.
Okay.
Manpower was is still very much needed. Getting to meet up with deliveries and all. I mean, and actually skilled leather artisans, really, not just get anyone. I mean, people that won't. I mean, you have a legacy, you have a standard that you've set, and so to recruit
Okay.
to get people into the team to work with you, really watch out for
Yes.
skilled leather artisans. So it's really like a challenge for me. These days,
Okay.
we do not. I mean, everyone just admires you, like, oh, is doing well, feminine bags is doing well, this is doing well, and all of that. But they don't want to go
Yeah.
through that rigorous process of getting to that stage. So we really don't have enough people to get into the game, so we can have skilled lead artisans to bring on board, not
Yeah.
just getting just anyone, so that you can maintain your standard. Like a
Yeah.
challenge
That's
for
true.
me. Then another challenge is I would the for me the economy is crazy. 1 minute you are working with this price, the next minute you get to the market, you realize that you cannot work with this price. I'm talking about weekly, weekly. So the economy is and all that. And it seems cliche, but it's a
Yes.
very serious challenge for me. I mean,
Yes.
I feel like
Yes.
it's going to give structure into the business. That is
Okay.
price, every
Okay.
week, every month. It doesn't give structure. So yes, those are the three major challenges I would say I have in the craft.
Okay. Okay. So, how will I put this now? How do you like your solution to this challenge you face? Like coming this far, your milestone, this like going through these challenges. How do you overcome these challenges and every other obstacle like coming your way?
Yeah, really, it's a growth process, and I can say that I'm going with the flow. Talking about the fun part,
Okay.
I realized once I was able to do that help was starting small. I didn't do more than myself. Starting, I just knew that I just needed to start something I could afford.
Okay.
That's but the action method of making bags. I was able to do that, and like I
Okay.
said, part of what really um got me skilled, got me much more craft. So I didn't go out
Okay.
for the machines and all of that initially. So I was
Exactly.
growing. So as I was getting I was into the business. So
Yes.
I can't say I'm loan from anyone and all of that. But really, so that's how I was doing it, plowing into the business. It wasn't easy to have savings, that was the truth. But really, plowing into the business was what I was doing, starting for every stage, just trying to conquer one thing or the other. And that is how I'm going forward. And this is me saying that I am open to angel laws, really. I've not conquered that.
Okay.
Also, talking about the manpower, it's a very big challenge for me. But one thing I've been able to learn is sourcing for contract staff. I mean, to get the skilled leather artisans, really just sourcing for contract
Okay.
staff. And I do that. I mean, I have a job, we work with for a
Yes.
period of time, and we conclude the deal. Then up next, another deal, you come on board. Instead of because really to really have like a permanent staff as a growing business is something I wouldn't want to just venture into like that. Oh, I have a personal
Yes.
assistant, just but to
Okay.
recruit all that on contract,
Mm.
or not permanent. So that's really what I'm using at the moment. And get
Yeah.
interns, production interns that still work, finishing and all of that. So that's what
Okay.
I'm doing basically for the manpower part. Then for the economy of the I cannot say I have a solution to that. Even as a solution, can help me out. Really, we are just going with the flow.
Yeah. The idea of the contract staff is the really smart idea because a lot of us we do that. We go through that to make our work, easier, and you just do the work. You just pay the worker for a period of time, and then you move on. Whenever you have much job again, you call again like that. That's been really helpful. So, where do you shop for your materials? Your beautiful materials you use in creating your projects. Where do you shop for them?
I shop from them majorly from Ocean Market, which I believe everyone is familiar with. And for the tools, I bought some, get some like suppliers, and that's the basic thing. Ocean Market and some other materials also from reliable suppliers. And for the tools, basically these days you just have to import because Ocean Market doesn't have everything and it's price.
Okay. Okay. That's nice. Me too. I shop from Mushin, Lagos market, leather market. So, when your project does not go as planned, like you are working on a bag or a footwear and it does not go as planned, how do you get back on track? How do you arrange yourself, like make it work?
If it does not go as planned,
Yes.
okay, are you here?
I'm here. I'm here. I can hear you.
Can't see you move.
Oh, really?
Network, we prayed now. Why are you doing like this?
And me too. I can't. You're on. You're not moving too.
I can't hear you.
Okay, I can hear you. Just continue talk. I can hear you. Just talk.
Hello.
I can hear you. Just go on talk. Though you're not moving too as well. So just talk. Okay. Network is disturbing us again. Stephanie will join us shortly, I'm sure. I don't know. So thank you everyone for joining us live here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please, you can drop your questions for Stephanie so she can answer them when she gets back. I hope you guys are enjoying our conversation with Stephanie from Stefan's brand. Network has been disturbing us since about like it's almost 2 hours now. So hopefully she'll join us soon again. We're hoping. Drop your questions, any question you have for us. Just bring your questions so I can answer your questions also. Thank you, Voke. Said nice conversation. Thank you. Feel free to drop your questions. Thank you. If you are new here, subscribe to this channel. Hit the subscribe button and you can watch our videos that will help you guide you through your leather crafts. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Oluwa Bukumi. Thank you. Adekeye Folakemi. Thank you. Thank you. Hope I'm pronouncing your names right, please. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us. Stephanie will join us soon. Don't forget to share this video, subscribe to this channel, and give this video thumbs up. And you can browse through our channels to see our other videos as well and learn from the craft. Okay, Stephanie is here. Welcome back.
Nigeria. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So before you answer that question, sorry, there's a question here for you. Is
Is that
that
for me to go,
what
please?
is Stephanie's production process like? The person is asking, what is your production process like?
Okay, so my production
Yeah.
process. Do I skip the designing part? Okay, let's start from this. I get the design from the client, whether you want to recreate my design or you send. If you have to send in a design, maybe you send in one Gucci design or another design. I will tell you I cannot make it. Yeah, I cannot make it that way. That is the truth. But if I have to work with a private label, maybe for mass production, definitely there's
Mm-hmm.
no disclosure there, so I can pull it through. Really, that's what you want your brand to represent. So it's just
Okay.
interpreting the design. You're not working with my design, interpreting the design. Then we
Okay.
source for materials which is fit for the design. Then we move to the
Okay.
sketching part. Then getting to the sketching part, we create. Most times, I love to make a prototype if there is time
Yeah.
for me, and if there
Yeah.
is no time, if there's no time like that, I can make a prototype with like cardboards and all of that, or I make with the
Yeah.
leather to see material fits for the design itself. Then we move ahead to the main production, make it, we cut. After we would have gotten our pattern drafting, then we place it on the leathers, cut it out.
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
then so give a couple of minutes. That's like a summary of how the production process works.
Okay. I'm sure you've answered her question, and
Yeah.
she heard you. Because her profile picture is a she. Okay. So I was the question I asked was when projects don't go right, how do you get back on track? Like you're making this thing now, and the other thing goes like this, and I'm trying to bend you over, but you said no. The thing is like no. So how do
I
you?
without questioning, I don't want to deceive you and start saying what I do. I'm being sincere here. I can be very spontaneous with that. I
Mm.
can say, what is this? In fact, I can start tearing up. But really, the best things to do, which I've mastered, is
Same here. Me too.
I'm not
Yeah.
you do you do this blah blah blah. That's me just giving you bobo. But the best thing to do really that I'm practicing to do is even if the delivery is set, that is, I've told you you are receiving your bag, you are receiving your shoe in 2 days, and we're talking about the day of the delivery. I pull the situation across to the clients. This is the current situation. The truth is, I realize that clients love to be communicated to. Do not ghost them. Let them know what the situation of things is.
Yeah.
So I've learned that over time. So
Yes.
with them, this is what is happening. So when I'm able to finalize with the clients, I'm able to calm the situation with the client, because really that is the person receiving the said product. So when I'm able to calm the clients with what
Exactly.
is happening, then I solve it the best way I can. Basically, that's what I do.
Are
You
you
get
there?
that? Yes, I
No,
am.
you broke up. Okay. Just start from when
Next,
communicating with the client.
all right. So
Start from
after I'm
communicating
able
with
to
the client.
settle the client, we are settled on that. Then I solve the situation the best way I can, depending on what exactly the havoc is.
Okay. 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 Um, please, everyone, bring in your questions. I can see you guys there. Bring in your questions for Stephanie. Um, so, how will you advise upcoming leather crafters? What's your advice for the
Start.
upcoming people? Like,
I would advise you start small, because I realize, because I train both online and physical. I realize many of them.
okay,
One thing I realized, you have a mentor, which is essential. So that let me make that number one. Have someone you look
Okay.
up to. It's more like a guide for you. You are inspired by the person's work. You
Okay.
somewhat want to be like that.
Okay.
Okay, in every sense of.
Okay.
But
Okay.
then do not be pressured. Okay, do not pressure. Start the best way you can. If you are lucky to have enough funds to start off, good. But make sure that you utilize your funds the best way you can. If what you can do is start producing wallets, start producing belts, just start the best way you can. Do not be pressured. Oh, I'm seeing my mentor,
Okay.
I'm seeing this brand doing this. I really want to do like it's good to dream big, but if you cannot afford that at the moment, you can just start small. I mean, that was how I was able to do it. Gradually was able to make
Okay.
some of these big projects. And secondly, I would say avoid copy and paste as much as you can. I mean, I do not expect that you put it. I mean, it hurts me when I see bag makers, shoemakers make products and you plaster another brand on it. You understand what I mean? Then I'm like, why did
Yes.
you waste your effort?
Hey.
Or you go why? Like you have the energy
Why?
to make all of these things and you couldn't just create something for yourself. You created something and the best thing you can is to,
Money.
plaster another
I
brand on it
always
or just
say this. Yes.
it's so awful. So now the best way you
You
can
they
be
plaster
original. Trust me,
MK.
original. Yeah, it pays. Be original.
I
Let
said
them let
they
be known for
yeah,
something. Be known for this.
they go through
You
the
get
process
it.
of making the
Uh-huh. I
bag
know it's
and put MK on it,
let's take it.
Gucci. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know. And also I would advise whatever you are doing. I know many of us want to make profit, which really I wouldn't lie about that. That is the reason why you're in business. But trust me, when you
Yeah.
think of making profit, sometimes it's short time. Build a brand instead of running a business. So
Okay.
originality helps
That's a
you
great
also to build a
advice.
brand. Put structure in place in time. No matter how small you are, those are the things that I had to learn hard. Put structure in place in time. In time, no matter how small your business is, be sure that you do it in time and be intentional. Being
Okay.
intentional to help with originality.
Okay. That's good. That's good. So one last question from me is how the mistakes you've learned over time since you started this craft. What are the mistakes you've learned from over time the craft?
Mm. Mistakes I've learned. I would
Over time.
say mistakes and push because I've learned I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm trying to place it rightly. I'm trying to think.
You can
But
share everything with us.
um okay. But one thing I would want to point out was what I felt like it was a growing process was not setting out to be original in time. But that didn't linger for so long because my personality is I mean even my style is very unique. So it didn't linger
Okay.
for so long. But I just felt like it was a growth process anyway. So having to, move with the crowd, you get all of that. So I felt like that didn't work well, but then it was a growth process. It's normal. We unlearn some of these things. So then secondly, I would say that another mistake I made was not working with my pricing well. I didn't understand what pricing was.
Oh,
I was I didn't understand what it was to price. Most times all I
okay.
do was, cost materials and just more than making bags for you. When I was starting up, not like I'm making the bag for you. I did not consider my labor. I did not put a price on my labor and my hard work.
I
So
did
that
that too.
caused a lot of setbacks. And then when I'm done, I'm like, ah, after all of this work, what did I not gain? Ah. So I didn't understand pricing in time. I didn't understand money. I
Yeah.
mean, if I'm working with this designer, 72 hours on it, I could have made some other bags. So I didn't understand all of that. So I didn't put a price well. So that
Okay.
was the business part of it that wasn't going well. So I knew very
Oh,
quickly when I was able to actualize this, you laugh at me, or it's in the past.
yeah.
So, and I'm still really going with the process really of pricing. Sometimes really, as especially as crafters, sometimes we forfeit our labor for let me have something. So pricing was one
Let me
thing.
just put it out there.
The last thing I would think of is yeah, exactly. The last thing I would think of is delegation. I didn't delegate in time. When
Okay.
at some stage, the truth is in business, there's going to be a time that whether you like it or you have to have a team. I didn't do that in time, so it's sort of lingered the progress of the brand a bit. So I
Okay.
didn't understand I needed to delegate because I always wanted to be in the business of every part of the production. And I didn't understand I needed to delegate some part of them so I can progress. So I didn't delegate in time. So that's like the mistakes I would say that um I've been able to make. I'm still working and I've worked on some.
Okay. Okay. There's a question here for you. For Lakemi, the person is saying, how or where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, okay, that question sounds cliche, but really it's something that many of us don't even think deep into.
Exactly.
I see myself in 5 years having a factory of my own. I mean, one of my major goals for the brand is to stop the influx of foreign leather products into the country. So I see
Okay.
myself starting the cultures with having a factory of my own, producing. I mean, having a mass production with my team, and set out to invade the open markets with made in
Okay.
Nigeria products.
That's so cool. That's cool. That's cool. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for your time. Somebody has another question here for you. Speaking of delegating,
Then you
how does Stephanie manage production? How do you manage production?
How do I manage production? That question is relative, but I will answer it the best way I can. I really don't know the angle the person is bringing the question from. But
No,
how do
I'm
I
sure.
manage production? I am
Okay,
always in the business of.
go
Can
on,
you
go
hear
on.
me?
Sorry. Yes, yes.
All right, all right. Okay, so how do I manage production? For now, I'm the one that interprets the designs. I cut patterns.
Okay,
I'm the one that I sort out the pattern drafting. Then
okay.
my assistant uh, interprets the patterns and bring it to life. Then we
Mm,
go on with the production itself, which is the part coupling and the finishing and all that. But for
okay.
now, what I do is what's now the pattern drafting. When I have the design, I'm the one that. So for the people that work with me, they just interpret the materials we need to use.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining us. Everyone here, thank you for being here with us, even with our on and off. Thank you so much for staying with us. Um, Thank you, Oke. Thank you, Folakemi. Thank you, Oluwa Bukumi. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much. These are the people that dropped questions and comments, but people that I can't see their names now. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and especially thanks to our guest, Stephanie, for taking out time to joining us. I really, really appreciate your presence. Hopefully, we have you again back some other time
Um,
to share the journey, the progress so far.
with a better
Yeah. Yes, amen. Amen. Better network, yes, man. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you. So please drop your social media handle so they can follow you and see your work. Oh,
All
okay. There's
right.
another question here.
You can
Hold on.
follow
Sorry.
me on Instagram at
Sorry. Hold on.
okay.
Somebody just dropped a
All right.
question. The person said, "What new collection should we look out for?"
It's gonna be dang. Really, like I said, I'm working on shapes, really, and that has been my
Okay.
inspiration.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay. Okay.
so working on shapes. So really, whatever you just know that you have shapes, and you can imagine you carrying a shape as an handbag.
Sounds good. So drop your social media handle so that they can go check out your social media handles and follow you and see your work.
Thanks so much for this opportunity. You can follow me on Instagram at Stefron Shoes underscore bags. And
Okay.
you can also just your DM and send your whatever it is if you want to train and all of that. I carry online and physical, so I'm available for that.
Okay. Okay. So guys, I will drop the link to her Instagram page on the description box of this video. When we're done, I'll drop it there. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Good to have you. Have a lovely evening.
And you too.
All right. Thank you. And we thank God for the internet, for the network that at least it helped us through. So, bye.
No problem. Hopefully. Bye.
Bye bye. So, thank you everyone for joining us. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you are not subscribed. And give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends and family. And don't forget to follow Stephanie on Instagram when I drop the link on the description box. Until our next interview, bye.